Hello students, I am Dhareshwar Subhash Patil, lecturer, Mechanical Engineering Department from Brahmadev Dada Mane Polytechnic, Belati, Solapur. Today we will study Introduction to the course Engineering Metrology of the program Mechanical Engineering, third semester. First of all, we will see teaching and examination scheme. There are total 6 subjects in the third semester. Out of which the fifth subject is Engineering Metrology. Its abbreviation is EME. Course code is 22342. We will have weekly 3 lectures and practical of 2 hours per batch. There are total 5 credits. For this subject, we will have a theory examination of 70 marks. The duration for theory examination is 3 hours. The passing criteria for the theory examination is minimum 28 marks. Then there are 2 unit tests per semester which carries 20 marks each. After completion of test, the average of the 2 tests is taken and it is added to the micro project marks, and you will get out of 30 marks in the theory progressive assessment. Thus, it carries total 100 marks for theory. Also, it has a practical examination also. There is an external practical examination of 25 marks which you have to cover into 2 hours. The minimum passing marks for the practical examinations are 10 marks. Again, there is a progressive assessment for practical. It means during the semester you will have to perform the total 12 experiments or practicals. These practicals will be assessed. Each practical carry 25 marks, and finally the term work will be given to the student out of 25 marks, and the minimum passing criteria is 10 marks. Thus, for practical it carries total 50 marks. If we add theory and practical marks, the grand total becomes 150 marks. Thus, engineering metrology carries total 150 marks. The semester has total marks 950. Then, a rationale of the subject. Why this subject is incorporated in the diploma syllabus? Because after completion of the diploma, student will join the industry, or he or she may develop his own business or factory, etc. During the production at various stages, product has to measure for its dimensions and other parameters. Thus, a diploma engineer must know the various techniques, tools, instruments used for the measurement. Measurement is having prime importance in the industry. The diploma technicians often come across measuring different parameters of machined components and appropriate fitment of interchangeable components in the assemblies. The student has to identify the variables to be measured, decide the accuracy required, select the proper instrument, investigate reasons for defects, and give suggestions. Decide whether to accept or reject the jobs, suggest methods of salvaging the defective material manufactured. The different methods and instruments which can be used for linear and angular measurements, geometrical parameters like surface finish, squareness, parallelism, roundness, etc. And the use of gauges and system of limits, feeds, tolerances, etc. are often required to be dealt in the detail by a diploma engineer on the shop floor. Therefore, the subject engineering metrology is very important from the industry point of view. Now we will see the competency that a student will acquire after completion of the course. The aim of this course is to help the student to attain the following industry identified competency through various teaching learning experiences. The competencies: use relevant instrument to measure various parameters of machine components. Now, according to the competency we have seen, the course outcome of the subjects are determined. The course outcomes are nothing but the abilities that student will gain after the completion of the course. First course outcome is select the relevant instrument for measurement. For example, in order to measure length, one can use steel rule, one can use tape, one can use vernier caliper. Then the selection of the proper instrument is necessary. After completion of the course, each student will be able to select the proper instrument to measure the quantity. Second course outcome is use different types of comparators. Comparators are nothing but the devices used to compare the dimensions. There are various types of comparators, out of which student will have to choose a proper comparator to compare the dimensions, and after completion of this course, student will be able to use different types of comparators. Third course outcome is select gauges, feeds and tolerances for machine components. These are also measuring instruments. The gauges are used in inspection or quality control department in order to check whether the job or product is acceptable or rejected, and the various manufacturing aspects of the drawing, that is fits and tolerances, are also important from the industry point of view. After completion of this course, student will be able to select gauges, fits and tolerances. Fourth course outcome is use relevant instrument to measure different parameters of screw thread and gear. We often see in the industrial application the use of thread, gear, etc. During manufacturing stage, in order to confirm the quality of the screw thread or gear, it is required to check the dimensions at various stages of manufacturing. For this purpose, we need to select the instrument, we need to use the instrument with proper procedure to measure the various screw thread and gear dimensions. After completion of the course, every student will be able to use relevant instruments to measure different parameters of screw and gear. Fifth course outcome is use linear and angular measuring instruments. The dimension may be linear or it may be angular. Depending upon the nature of the dimension, a proper instrument should be selected for the measurement. After completion of this course, student will be able to use linear and angular measuring instrument. Sixth course outcome is select relevant surface testing method. We often came across the various types of surfaces. Surface may be smooth or it may be rough. In metrology, there are certain criteria at which we can say the surface is smooth or rough. Such parameters, that is surface roughness, can be measured with the help of instruments. There are various types of instruments available for the surface testing. After completion of this course, student will be able to select the relevant surface testing instrument as well as the method to measure the surface roughness. Now, practical outcomes or practicals that student will have to perform during the course study. There are total 15 practical outcomes as shown in the slide, out of which we have to complete total 12 practicals. Each student will be given an instrument to measure the dimension or quantity. Each student will be provided with the procedure how to use the instrument, what are the calculations, what are the formulae to find out the accurate dimensions. Then we will go for the syllabus or contents of the course. There are total 6 units. The first unit is Introduction to Metrology. In this unit, we will cover the definition of metrology, types of metrology, the various parameters such as accuracy, sensitivity, then errors, types of errors, sources of errors, then selection of the proper instrument for the dimension measurement, and the concept of least count of the instrument. Second unit, standards and comparators. In this unit, we will study the definition of standard and definition of comparators, various types of standards, various types of comparators, their relevant advantages and disadvantages. We will study. Third unit is limits, fits, tolerances and gauges. Whenever a manufacturing drawing is generated, the various dimensioning and tolerances are provided on the drawing. We will study these tolerances, fits, limits, their types, various gauges used for the inspection purpose, etc. Fourth unit, screw thread measurement and gear measurement. In this unit, we will study the various instruments and the techniques used for the dimensions measurement of screw thread and gear. Fifth unit, linear and angular measurement. In this unit, we will study the various instruments and techniques, that is methods used to measure the linear as well as angular dimension. Unit 6, other or miscellaneous measurements. In this unit, we will study the surface roughness measurement, various geometric dimensioning and tolerancing measurement, flatness measurement, etc. Now we will study the question paper specification table. This is the question paper specification table. It indicates the various marks carried by the each chapters. We will study in detail. First unit, Introduction to Metrology, carries total 10 marks, out of which 4 marks are for application level, 4 marks are for understanding level, and 2 marks are for remember level. In the same manner, second chapter carries 10 marks, third chapter carries 12 marks, fourth chapter carries 12 marks, fifth chapter carries 12 marks, and sixth chapter carries 14 marks. In this way, the question paper will be of total 70 marks. Now, learning resources, that is the reference books or textbooks that we will use during the course study. Refer the slide. Engineering Metrology by R.K. Jain, Khanna Publishers. Metrology and Measurement, A.K. Bevur and V.A. Kulkarni, McGraw-Hill Education Publication. Engineering Metrology and Measurement, S.B. Raghavendra and Krishnamurthy, Oxford Publication. Measurement and Metrology by R.K. Rajput, S.K. Kataria and Sons. Engineering Metrology for Engineers, J.F.W. Gaylor and C.R. Shotbolt, Prentice Hall Publication.